Ryan Bader enjoys hearing that somebody wants to fight because, well, that's his job. Bader is the 4th-ranked light heavyweight fighter in the UFC. Bader's success is built on his background as an elite wrestler at the high school and collegiate levels. Bader was a 2-time Nevada State champion as a high school wrestler in Reno. He was the 4th-ranked wrestler in the country when he had to make a decision on where to go to college.
Coming out of high school, I was a good football player and a good wrestler, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Went to one last wrestling tournament, came down to ASU, loved it down here, loved the people around it, and so I went into wrestling. And yeah, I wouldn't be fighting if I didn't do that.
Bader fell in love with ASU due largely to the recruiting efforts of the Sun Devils' new head coach at the time, Tom Ortiz.
Ryan Bader was the first recruit at Arizona State when I became the head coach. I got hired in April of 2001, and then in May, Ryan signed on with us to wrestle at Arizona State.
Ortiz knew instantly what he was going to get with his first recruit.
Well, you could see, I mean, the kid's a stud, so I knew that he would do well at 197. He had the physique for that. Plus, he played football, so I know he could tackle. So I looked at those things, and I knew that he would do well for Arizona State.
And Ortiz was right. Bader went on to become one of the most successful wrestlers to ever come out of ASU, a 2-time All-American and the only Sun Devil to win what was then the Pac-10 championship 3 times in 2003, 4, and 6. Bader would use his success as a 2-time All-American at Arizona State University to lay the foundation for his transition to MMA.
My buddy was having a fight and he wanted some wrestlers to come in and help him. And we went in there and went into the MMA gym and realized that we did pretty well with just a wrestling background and not knowing anything else, you know. And in sparring and practice, we were beating a lot of these guys. So maybe I should give it a shot.
After trying it once, Bader was hooked.
I loved it. I loved training. I loved competing again. And so from there, I told myself I don't want to regret anything when I'm older. I wanted to look back and say, I could have done that, or I should have. I want to look back and say, either I tried it and didn't work out, or here I am still.
After a successful amateur career, Bader got a call in 2008 to compete on the UFC reality TV show, The Ultimate Fighter. Bader won the competition, earning himself a contract to fight in the UFC. He is now headed into his 20th fight in the organization.
I don't see myself fighting more than 4 or 5 years, For me, it's when I'm not having fun, I'm done. When I don't want to come train, when I don't want to do that and it becomes a chore, I'm going to get out. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out in this sport. That's going to get you hurt. So for me, it's just as long as I'm having fun, I'm going to continue to do it.
And Bader continues to have fun and not worry about who he fights on his way to his ultimate goal of winning the UFC Light Heavyweight title.
I won 5 in a row, didn't get a title shot, so I'm done thinking about that kind of stuff. I'm going out there to fight. It allows me to kind of open up out there, take more risks, and not worry about going out there and just winning at all costs. I can go out there and be free, open up, and kind of fight for fun, really.
But no matter what happens inside the octagon, Bader always remembers his roots.
I'm very proud to be a Sun Devil, and for me, I've always represented ASU, all through the pitchforks and fights, and so just looking back, this is one of the best times of my life.
Bader steps into the octagon again November 19th to take on 9th-ranked Antonio Nogueira in Brazil. From Tempe, Alex Stewart, Cronkite Sports Report.